Hey guys, I'm back after 7 months from making food videos on the internet. Today I'm really in the mood of some beautiful fresh green pesto with wonderful spaghetti. So pesto is from northwest Italy, which is really, the pesto is really creamy and mamma mia. So the ingredients for pesto are cashew nuts. Typically you should be using pine nuts, but they're expensive and I'm not going to be using $1,000 on 100 grams of an food item. 2 cloves of garlic. You could also use 1 clove, that's also enough. Some fresh Parmesan cheese. Any firm Italian cheese will do fine. We've got 60 grams of fresh basil. It has to be by weight. Don't use volume measurements because just see, okay, this okay, I don't need to show it. You guys understand, because basil is a really compressible item. You can put as much basil leaves as you want to get 1 cup, but yeah, you get the gist. So please just use grams for this one. We're going to be needing for the pesto are pestle and mortar. I've got 2 pestle and mortars here. I've got one from a volcanic rock and one from brass. The brass one is rather smooth on the inside and the volcanic rock one is really coarse on the inside. The coarse one will help make the cashews and garlic into a really nice puree consistency, and it's really small, so I'm going to be just switching into the smoother one later on. I've also got this mixie grinder, or if you live in America, food processor. That this will help for the basil thing. I'm going to be showing you later on. We're going to be using this for the basil. Just peeling the garlic clove. Now guys, we are going to be starting the actual process. I've got the volcanic rock pestle and mortar. Inside that I'm going to be adding the garlic cloves, 2 garlic cloves, along with some beautiful pink Himalayan salt. It will really help it get nice and coarse. Don't use too much salt. And then with this action of the wrist, exercise this wrist action first, then go to doing it. Now that the garlic is virtually liquefied, I'm going to add in the cashew nuts. Typically you should use pine nuts, but I told that earlier. So start with the pounding action like this, then I'll move into the wrist action. Okay, so you have to do it till it's virtually like a cashew butter. So it has to become really smooth and start giving out its own oils. Now the thing is done, the cashews and garlic is done. You can clearly see a lot of oil has started to come out. Now I'm just going to transfer it into this mortar and start the next stuff. One tip is that please don't let excess water come into the pesto. It will ruin the entire thing. I don't want to explain to you why. Next step is about the basil. I've measured 60 grams before washing it. So I'm just going to wash it now. I just coarsely blended the leaves for like 10 seconds max. Don't blend it too much, otherwise the essential oil will start to come out and the whole thing will become like a really soupy mess. Okay, so I have added the cashew garlic paste and the basil thing in the blended basil inside the brass mortar, and I'm just going to lightly mix them all together. Okay, so I have added the cashew garlic paste and the basil thing in the blended basil inside the brass mortar, and I'm just going to lightly mix them all together. Now guys, I'm just going to add some Parmesan cheese inside. I'm not a fan of too much parm inside the pesto. Even pecorino romano or any hard Italian cheese will work just fine. Now I just added the cheese and I'm just mixing it together. Not yet done though, I have to add some olive oil later. Now I'm just mixing it. Now this is a completely optional step, but if you want you can add some black pepper for some spice. So while I pestle this mixture, I'm just going to add a little bit of extra virgin olive oil. Just enough for it to become a nice thick sauce. Now you might think that pesto means paste, but no, pesto means the motion of grinding or pestling. Now to prevent the pesto from oxidizing, you could add any form of acidic juice that you want. You could add plain lemon juice or vinegar. I am adding vinegar here. This, you might not be able to see this, but there is a little bit of vinegar, just to prevent it from oxidizing. Okay, a quick note about preserving it. While your pasta is cooking, you could wrap the thing in cling wrap and put it in the refrigerator. Now the pesto sauce is ready. I'm just going to go ahead and taste some. It is perfectly nice to me. If you want to add any spice, you can add red chili flakes, red chili powder, or pepper. All of them work perfectly fine. Okay, so guys, I have cooked some pasta. You know how to cook pasta. I'm not going to tell you that. I've mixed the pasta with the pesto, and voila, here it is, pesto pasta.